Have you ever paused and asked yourself, what truly makes a good life? It's a question that has echoed through the ages. In our modern world, it's so easy to mix up a good life with a successful life. We're often told success is about how much you earn, what you own, or how many followers you have. But if we take a moment to look deeper, we realize a good life isn't about material things. It's about inner peace, meaningful connections, and a sense of purpose. To find what makes life good, we need to redefine success. Real success isn't just climbing a ladder, because what if that ladder is leaning against the wrong wall? We chase grades, promotions, and titles, thinking happiness is waiting at the finish line. But how many times have we seen people who seemingly have it all, fame, fortune, power, admit they feel empty inside? That's because external achievements can fill your pockets, but they can't fill your heart. A good life is built not on what we have, but on who we are and how we live. One of the most profound answers comes from the Harvard study of adult development, the longest-running scientific study on happiness. For over 80 years, researchers followed hundreds of people from youth to old age. The results were crystal clear. It wasn't money, fame, or social class that predicted a long, happy, and healthy life. It was the quality of their relationships. People with strong, loving connections to family, friends, and community lived longer, healthier, and more fulfilled lives. Loneliness, the study found, was as toxic as smoking or alcoholism. This reminds us that the core of a good life is connection. Relationships are the heartbeat of a good life. They give us a sense of belonging. We're social creatures, and our well-being is tied to the people around us. A simple act of kindness, a deep conversation, or a shared laugh can boost our emotional health in incredible ways. When we invest our time and energy into nurturing our relationships, we're nourishing our own souls. A good life isn't a life without problems. It's having people by your side to weather the storms, knowing you are loved, valued, and never truly alone. But relationships aren't the whole story. A truly good life also needs purpose, a reason to get out of bed in the morning with energy and hope. Purpose gives our days direction and our efforts meaning. It doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing mission. It can be as simple as being a good parent, helping your neighbors, or creating something beautiful. When our actions align with our values, when we live authentically, we feel a deep sense of satisfaction. People with a clear purpose are more resilient, less stressed, and more content, even when things get tough. A life without purpose, no matter how comfortable, can feel like a ship adrift at sea. Another key ingredient is gratitude. In our constant chase for more, we often forget to appreciate what we already have. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's missing to what's present. It teaches us to find beauty in ordinary moments, the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a friend, the taste of a good meal. Psychologists have shown that practicing gratitude regularly increases happiness and reduces depression. When we live with a grateful heart, even small things become blessings, and challenges become opportunities for growth. Living a good life also means finding balance. We can't build happiness on just one pillar. Work is important, but so is rest. Ambition is great, but so is contentment. A life that's too tilted in one direction, all work and no play, all giving and no receiving, leads to burnout. Balance isn't about giving equal time to everything. It's about knowing when to push, when to pause, and when to take care of yourself. A balanced life creates space for joy, reflection, and growth. It lets us enjoy the present moment without being trapped by the past or anxious about the future. Just as important is self-compassion. We live in a world that constantly tells us to do more, be more, achieve more. But a good life is a journey, not a race. Along the way, we will make mistakes. We will fail. We will fall. The key isn't to judge ourselves harshly, but to learn from it, heal, and keep moving forward. Treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Forgiving yourself frees your heart from regret and opens it to new possibilities. True happiness often reveals itself when we step outside of ourselves and serve others. Acts of kindness, volunteering, or simply being there for someone in need connect us to something larger than our own desires. Giving brings a unique kind of joy that money can't buy. When we make a positive difference in someone else's life, we create ripples of goodness that spread far and wide. In helping others, we often end up helping ourselves. Spirituality, in whatever form it takes for you, can also be a cornerstone. Whether it's through faith, meditation, or a deep connection with nature, Spirituality helps us find peace in the middle of chaos. It reminds us that there's more to life than what we can see, that there's something sacred in a sunrise or a simple breath. It offers perspective, helping us see that even our struggles can have meaning. It fosters humility, compassion, and hope, qualities that sustain us when everything else feels uncertain. Ultimately, what makes a good life is deeply personal. For one person, it might be raising a loving family. For another, it could be creating art, exploring the world, or dedicating their life to a cause. There is no single formula. But beneath all our different paths lies a common truth. A good life is one that feels authentic, where what you believe, what you say, and what you do are all in harmony. It's about living with integrity and finding peace in just being yourself. A good life is not a life without pain. Challenges and loss are part of being human. But a good life finds meaning even in hardship. It's the resilience to get back up, the courage to hope after heartbreak, and the wisdom to grow from every experience. The beauty of life often hides in its imperfections. Just like shadows give depth to a painting, our difficulties give us strength and a deeper appreciation for joy. In the end, a good life isn't measured by the number of years we live, but by the depth of our moments. It's in the smile of a loved one, the peace of a quiet evening, the satisfaction of a kind act. It's the feeling of being truly alive and grateful. It's not something you find. It's something you create, day by day, with the choices you make, the words you speak, and the love you share. So what makes a good life? It's love, connection, gratitude, purpose, and the courage to live each day with an open heart. It's not about having everything. It's about realizing that, in so many ways, we already do. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more videos on living a meaningful life.